You are donking your opponent with a Stage 1 Regidrago V-STAR deck using a Stage 2 attack. This feels so wrong. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Regidrago V-STAR deck. With the introduction of Dragapult EX, we are able to do crazy amounts of damage to your active and opponent's bench. It's honestly a better Dragapult deck than the Dragapult deck. Let's take a look at the list and we'll play some games today. The first thing you're going to notice is we do play the 4-3 line of the Regidrago V and V-STAR. A lot of people have cut down to a 3-3 line, but having a Regidrago in your active and on your bench is extremely important. When you only have 3 of each, if you prize one, it becomes very, very difficult to set up your Regidragos and your Ogerpons on your bench before your opponent starts taking knockouts on your solo Regidrago. We do play 3 of the Teal Mask Ogerpons. We just don't have enough bench space to run the 4th, and you're able to find them pretty consistently with the Ultra Ball and Nest Ball counts being 4 each. We do run the Hawlucha, sets up nicely on the 70 HP basic Pokemon with the Phantom Dive attack, doing 60 damage to the bench, ping them with the Hawlucha. You're doing that 70 damage to knock out things like Ralts, Charmander, and other 70 HP Pokemon. We do play the Mew EX, just really, really helpful with its restart ability. Free retreat with the A-Spec of choice, Prime Catcher. Our Radiant Pokemon is actually Radiant Tsareena. I had been trying Radiant Charizard. We do play Fire Energy, so playing the Charizard just seemed like a good inclusion, but I just didn't like it. I mean, the Radiant Charizard just didn't help in enough matchups to be worth it. I've had more luck with Radiant Tsareena sitting on my bench, healing damage from those nasty, nasty Monkey Dories. Radiant Tsareena also helps just keep everything overall healthy, helps reduce the likelihood that you're going to get knocked out from ping damage, from Sableye, from Monkey Dory, from other Dragapults. In the mirror match with Regidrago, Radiant Tsareena is basically the MVP, and if you don't end up needing it for the matchup you're playing, just don't play it. Don't put it on your bench. If you do have to put it on your bench, though, or any of these other basic Pokemon get trapped in your active, we do run the Thorton that you're able to use in so many different ways. You can load up 2 Grass Energy with Teal Dance on the Ogerpon, play Thorton, transform it into a Regidrago V, evolve it to a Regidrago V-STAR, attach a Fire Energy for turn, and you're attacking with a Regidrago. As simple as that. You can also do the same thing with Mew EX. If something gets trapped in your active, you can play Thorton, change it into Mew EX, giving you free retreat, and start attacking again with Regidrago. Thorton has won me so many matchups with those 2 plays, turning our Ogerpon into Regidrago, or just turning in our Radiant Tsareena or Hawlucha to Mew EX for free retreat, or even getting rid of the Squawkabilly liability on your bench. That kind of rhymes. Squawkabilly liability. That's actually really fun to say. You guys should try it. Squawkabilly is a really good card in this deck. It's such a liability, but it's so powerful. You get this on your bench turn 1, you start discarding your Goodra, you start discarding your Giratina, you discard your Dragapult. You're able to use Ultra Ball to find these guys before you use Squawkabilly. The value of Squawkabilly just cannot be overstated. It is so strong in this deck where you want to get stuff into your discard pile as quickly as possible. Regidrago V-STAR's ability, Legacy Star, it's so good in this deck. During your turn, you may discard the top 7 cards of your deck, put 2 of them into your hand. Most of the time, you're going to be grabbing out things that you discard that you want later on, like Thorton or Prime Catcher. A lot of the time, you will be grabbing Energy Switch as well. You use your Teal Dance twice, attach a Fire Energy, and then you have 2 Energy Switches to be able to attack with Regidrago V-STAR very, very early in the game. This is a very consistent, straightforward, kind of aggressive list. A lot of people run like 2 Dragapults, or they run a lot more setup cards. I really like the hyper aggressive, just get everything in the discard pile as quickly as possible and start attacking with Phantom Dive, turn 2 or 3 at the latest, and just kind of overwhelm your opponent. Let's hop into some games and let's show you how it works. Our optimal starter is always going to be Regidrago V. You just want that in your active spot so you can start manually attaching. And if you have to use his first attack, Regidrago V's first attack, sometimes you can get some energy acceleration going second. Yeah, that's what I would have done. There was absolutely nothing they can do at that point. You just get overwhelmed with Regidrago V-STAR. Being able to use Phantom Dive, turn 2, as soon as you were able to evolve your Regidrago V-STAR, is so strong. You don't have to worry about manually evolving. It's just so much faster to set up, and Phantom Dive just takes over the game. Not needing to set up a stage 2, so much stronger for this attack. It's just absolutely crazy how strong Phantom Dive is whenever you get it set up that early. All right, we're always going to choose to go first. Not a lot of bad matchups. I haven't really found a matchup that's just really, really unfavored. I guess Raging Bolt would be kind of unfortunate to play against. Starting Radiant Tsareena is definitely not what you want to have. Playing an Archus deck. That was a very lucky top deck. I was wondering if we were going to have to Ultra Ball for a an Ogerpon here. There's the Regidrago. Problem is we need all of these cards in our hand. We're honestly going to have to... This feels so bad. Okay, wow. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words because we need this research for next turn. We are getting rid of 2 boss's orders with Ultra Ball. That never feels good. I think we just grab the Regidrago V, attach the Fire Energy, and pass. Because we're going to be able to draw 14 cards next turn with our research and our V-Star. So we might as well just leave it alone for right now. Not even grab the Squawkabilly. Squawkabilly would have been a good option there. But I like being able to draw a ton of cards next turn. And with only a 2-card hand, our opponent's not going to be too suspicious of us having a good hand. And they're less likely to play something like an Iono, a Judge. A lot of Arceus decks do play Judge. We're playing Gutsy Pickaxe. Interesting. Interesting. This could be trouble. Okay, Rock Chestplate. Take 30 less damage. Nice. Of course, we top deck our Prime Catcher. Jeez. Talk about luck. All right, we're going to go ahead and toss up our V-Star here. We're going to play our research. All right, we're going to go ahead and grab our second Regidrago V here just to start getting set up a little bit better. All right, we need a grass energy. So we're going to grab Earthen Vessel, and we're going to grab Prime Catcher. I don't like leaving all of our boss's orders there, and our Mew EX is also in the discard pile, but we do have Super Rod, so we can get that back later on. Go ahead and dump the Goodra. Grab a fire and a grass. Actually, let's grab 2 grass, so we can use Ogerpon here. All right, manual attach. We're going to use the Energy Switch. We could have grabbed another Energy Switch with Legacy Star. It's just such a crazy powerful ability in this deck. Yeah, there's just... What are they going to do about it? Turn 2 attacking with Regidrago V-Star is so overpowered. I think we've had probably half of our wins come from our opponent realizing that we're attacking with Phantom Dive basically immediately and then just conceding. I don't think we've made it past turn 4 in half our matches. It's kind of crazy, actually. With Energy Switch, Ogerpon is just Legacy Star, getting whatever you need out of the discard pile. It's so strong. You dump everything with Squawkabilly, you dump everything you can with Earthen Vessels, with Ultra Balls, then you are able to pull whatever you need out of your discard pile. All right, Ogerpon start's not too bad. It's a lot better than a Radiant Tsareena or a Hawlucha for sure. All right, looks like we're probably playing a Chien-Pao deck. Could be some random deck like Blastoise, but more than likely Chien-Pao. It's a Fire Energy, that's good. Pidgey in a water deck. Is that? I don't know. Guess we're going to find out, right? I guess we're going to find out. There's the PAF, and that's going to tell us a lot. I honestly don't know what we're playing. Blastoise, that was a good guess. All right, let's see what we can do against Blastoise here. If we get Phantom Dive going really fast, it's going to be really hard for our opponent to do much. But we're going to Earthen Vessel our Dragapult into the discard pile, even though we don't really need the energy at the moment. We just want this in our discard pile as soon as possible. That's why most people have started playing 2 Dragapult EX in their deck, just to make it more likely to get, and so they don't prize it. But honestly, I'm not a big fan of having more than one card that you can't play outside of your discard pile in your deck. All right, so do we even need any energy here? I think we grab them just so we can have something to discard. I'm tempted to grab the Squawkabilly here, but I do want to guarantee a Regidrago. We did prize one, so we're going to guarantee a Regidrago. Let's see what we can pull off Teal Dance. Definitely should have Teal Dance before we played the Ultra Ball. For this reason right here, we had a card we could have easily discarded, and that was a mistake on my part. This might be a Celestial Roar turn. It's kind of hard to say, honestly. I think we're going to be safe to use Celestial Roar. And let's see if we can get some energy attached here. We cannot, but we did throw some extra stuff in the discard pile. It's not stuff we wanted to see in the discard pile, but I think we're going to be okay here. We got Hawlucha. I think we can get to a Regidrago V-Star as soon as our second turn. We have the manual attachment. We just honestly need one energy switch in our Regidrago V-Star off of a research and an Ogerpon. I think that's doable. Yeah, especially with our opponent not doing a whole lot here. This is the problem with Stage 2 decks. That's why Dragapult's not crazy powerful. There's a Palkia. That's interesting. Palkia, Blastoise. Makes sense. All right, there's the Squawkabilly. We do not need that anymore. Let's go ahead and Teal Dance. We're not going to shuffle our deck because we put a lot of stuff we don't need on the bottom of our deck. I think we're just going to go ahead and dump all of this and hope for a Regidrago V-Star, which we did not get. It's okay. All right, do we just go ahead and energy switch and start? Yeah, we're just going to start attacking. So we whiffed our V-Star, unfortunately. I think we just put it on the Pidgey, right? If they rare candy the Pidgeot, it makes it a little bit easier for us to knock out as well. If they don't, we definitely want to take that out while it's still a Pidgey. This is kind of a clunky start. This is honestly one of the first times we haven't had the Regidrago V-Star going second on our second turn. Our first turn that we were able to attack with Regidrago V-Star, we actually missed it. Our opponent's kind of struggling here. They're playing kind of a meme deck, honestly. But they can start attacking here. They just retreat and use Star Portal, and they can start attacking with the Origin Form Palkia. We don't really have a lot in our discard pile, or they could just concede because, yeah, Regidrago V-Star is really strong. So far, absolutely demolishing everybody with Regidrago V-Star. It's kind of impressive, honestly. I didn't think this deck would perform so well. And honestly, we've been attacking as soon as we're able to with Regidrago, and it's just crazy. It's crazy strong. If you're attacking with Rolling Iron or Phantom Dive, the very first turn you're able to attack with Regidrago V-Star, your opponent just gets overwhelmed. The reason why like Goodra and Dragapult decks don't work is because they're just kind of inconsistent and they take a few turns to set up. But with this list, you know, you have your Ogerpons, your energy switches. You're honestly just kind of setting up so fast. There's just nothing your opponent can do. All right, so we have Ogerpon, Regidrago, Energy Attachment, and Squawkabilly. This is kind of a crazy, crazy first turn here. This is a really, really good starting hand. It doesn't seem like it starting the Squawkabilly, but this is a really, really good starting hand. If we would have started a Regidrago instead of the Squawkabilly, it would have been almost perfect. All right. Dragapult versus Regidrago. Let's see how it goes. All right. So we want to grab Ogerpon. Then we want to use Teal Dance, see if we can get a Regidrago. Tsareena is also really, really strong in this matchup. We're going to be dumping basically everything out of our hand anyway. So we're going to go ahead and grab the... I really want to grab the Giratina or the Dragapult just to make sure they get dumped with Squawkabilly, Squawkabilly, but we have to use all the cards out of our hand like this. There's Dragapult for next turn. Let's go ahead and grab... I guess we grab another Ogerpon so we can use another Teal Dance here. So we are attacking next turn as long as we can come up with a V-Star. And the professor's research just makes it that much easier. I'm very tempted to go ahead and move the energy off of Ogerpon to the Regidrago, just in case we get hit with an Iono. Most Dragapult decks play a high count of Iono, so we're going to go ahead and use the Energy Switch. If we need to grab it off of Legacy Star, we have 2 in the discard pile, so we're able to get a lot of energy in play. We honestly just need the V-Star at this point. We need an Ultra Ball or we need the V-Star. I think we could do it. I think we're going to be attacking pretty quickly here. If they don't get... If they don't get another Dreepy, we could just board wipe them next turn. We could easily get Hawlucha next turn as well. But Radiant Tsareena in this matchup, very powerful. If they just pass here, we could take out both of their Dreepies pretty easily. This is why I play the Tsareena over the Charizard. The Charizard is so strong in the late game, but most of the time, you don't make it to the late game playing Regidrago V-Star. But your opponent does do that. They do, use your boss's orders, use their boss's orders to trap your Tsareena. So now we need an extra card to be able to do anything. I honestly think we just manually attach this, right? And then we research. Because we can get an energy switch and manually retreat and just start attacking. We also have the Hawlucha play, which is kind of crazy. This is crazy. We're going to take out both of our opponent's Dreepies. This is definitely the superior Dragapult deck. I do not need these two. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I wonder if they'll concede. What do you guys think? I would definitely concede if this happened to me. We could still have Legacy Star for next turn. So if they try and trap us, they're just not gonna be able to do it. They're not gonna be able to trap us. Unfortunately, we don't have any free pivots on the board, but we do have our Ogerpon with its 1 retreat cost and ability. It's basically a free pivot option, right? I think we just figured out what the best Dragapult deck is. It's Regidrago V-Star. Doesn't even feel close, to be honest. Yeah, another concession. This is a lot of concessions today, guys. We're attacking so fast. I think we've had about 10 concessions before turn 3 with how crazy fast this deck has been setting up. I'm enjoying this a lot. If you prize your Dragapult or you prize one of your really good attackers, then you're going to have a bad time. As long as you don't prize stuff that's really, really important, mainly your attackers that need to be in the discard pile, you're doing okay. I think the Squawkabilly makes this deck work. Squawkabilly giving you a fresh hand and discarding all those cards really just makes everything work. Of course, the energy acceleration with Ogerpon, you have to have that, but just Squawkabilly ties this whole deck together. Whenever I was building it, I almost cut the Squawkabilly just for another Dragapult, for a second Dragapult. So far, I've been liking it a lot. This is another really, really good start. We have the Nest Ball, Ogerpon, energy attachment, super energy retrieval to dump the Dragapult. Looks like we're going to have a immediate Regidrago attack again. This is awesome. Do we grab the Squawk here? I don't think we need it. I think we just grab the Ogerpon. Probably should have grabbed the Squawkabilly because we do kind of have a dead hand. But I think we'll be all right. I'm going to go ahead and move the energy off just in case we get hit with Iono. We are in top deck mode. I think Yeah, Squawkabilly probably was correct. We do need a little bit of help to finish our setup here. But we do have a turn 2 attack. So we're going to be taking out one of their Charmanders or Pidgeys, more than likely. Even if it's with Dragon Laser. If we take out their Pidgey with Dragon Laser, that is not even worst case scenario, even if we don't top deck what we need. All right, grab the Buddy Poffin. Probably the Seal Stone. Rare Candy Brave Charm. All right. What's the Brave Charm for? What's the Brave Charm for? That doesn't really do anything. The cool thing about the Charizard matchup is your Ogerpon's actually a strong attacker as well, because it hits him for weakness. All right, let's go ahead and Ogerpon. We'll do the manual attachment, and there's a good chance that we could win this turn. I really want to grab the Hawlucha here and just high roll it. But we need the V-Star. Yeah, we could win this turn. We'll grab the V-Star. And then we'll do Legacy Star after we Iono. And I think we're going to win this turn. It's absolutely crazy. All right, we're going to do Legacy Star just to grab the Ultra Ball so we can get Hawlucha. That's all we need. We just need the Hawlucha. Watch it be prized. I didn't prize check. There it is. Crazy. Flying entry. This is why you have to play Hawlucha in this deck. You are donking your opponent with a Stage 1 Regidrago V-Star deck using a Stage 2 attack. This feels so wrong. So wrong. I'll take it, though. Yeah, thumbs up. Man. I feel bad, but it is honestly hilarious that you can do this with the Regidrago V-Star deck. Absolutely crazy right now. I honestly never thought I would donk somebody with a Regidrago V-Star deck. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Don't cut the Hawlucha. If you're building Regidrago V-Star, do not cut the Hawlucha because you get to do crazy plays like that. Let's just do the funny play. Let's knock out a Charizard EX with 330 HP. That's not weak to grass with our Ogerpon here. Even a Thorton would have been okay. Hey, there's our Super Rod. Terrible. Boo. All right, we're doing 180 damage right now. Against this Charizard, we're doing 360 damage. That's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. 360 damage against a Fire-type Charizard EX. All right, Radiant Greninja. We could be playing Lost Box. We could be playing Gardevoir. There's a lot of stuff we could be playing here. All right, we're going to dump the Goodra. Go ahead and attach the Fire Energy. Hopefully, we don't have to dump all of these energy, but if we have to, we have to. All right, let's see what our opponent's playing here. So Lost Box, Chien-Pao. Radiant Greninja is just so strong. It's in, almost every deck that can play it. Buddy, Poffin. Comfey or Ralts? 2 Ralts. All right, we're playing Gardevoir, hopefully. Got to be careful with Monkey Dory here. You load up a lot of stuff with Phantom Dive. It's going to be really, it's going to honestly be difficult to get this going here. Only thing we have in the discard is Goodra so far. If we can get a hold of a V-Star, an Ogerpon, an Energy Switch, and Dragapult, we could be having a really good turn. All right, looks like they have the TM Evo play. Earthen Vessel. Concealed cards. TM Evo play online. Ooh, they got rid of an Iono. That's interesting. They must have a really good hand. Are they going to retreat or are they going to TM Evo? Yeah. Smart play. All right, we need a lot here. We need a lot to get going. A Regidrago V-Star would definitely help. Not the worst possible turn 2 they could have had. That's why Gardevoir chooses to go second now. They like to use that TM Evo. An Ogerpon, that's a lot of the puzzle right there. So now we need an Energy Switch. Grab the other Ogerpon. Dumping 2 bosses' orders feels so bad. And there's... I think that's... Is that everything we need? I think it is. That's crazy. Actually, it's not. We don't have an Energy Switch. We need an Energy Switch off of this draw and this draw. And we have Legacy Star. So we're seeing quite a few cards here. If we would have Legacy Starred first, that would have been great right there. Do we get an Energy Switch? We got one. Awesome. So we're going to grab Energy Switch. And I think we need to grab... an Ultra Ball, right? Actually, we're going to grab Earthen Vessel. Dump the Dragapult. Going to Energy Switch up to our V-Star, and we're using Phantom Dive immediately. This is crazy. The question is, do we Prime Catcher up a Kirlia and just kind of go after their draw support? I think we do. I think we just go after their draw support really hard here. And just load up on the Kirlia. I'm not really sure what Gardevoir can do from this position. I mean, they got their TM Evo play on their second turn. But what do they do here? Might just be game. They may just lose here. I'm sure they have an Iono. They discarded their Iono, actually. Unfair Stamp, Iono. There's the Poffin. Gonna grab some more Ralts, probably. Fluttermane. Klefki. Klefki shuts this deck down. If you play Klefki in your Gardevoir deck, you're gonna have a good time. Klefki! Oh, that is not what I wanted to see. That is not what you want to see. Kind of ruins everything here. This is a really good hand, and we just don't have anything because of Klefki. Or the damage onto Monkey Dory, right? That's the Gardevoir. Like, I feel like this game is over. I feel like we have this won, but like Gardevoir just has so many outs. I feel like they could just take. They could easily knock out this Regidrago this turn, and then this Regidrago next turn, and then I'm just kind of without a board state. But I think I'm going to be able to do like a Thorton play with this Ogerpon to get another Regidrago V-Star in play. We'll see, though. So they need 160 damage here. They may have to attack with the Gardevoir. Like, they're going to get too far behind if they don't attack with the Gardevoir. Can never count Gardevoir out. Never. Gardevoir's always in it. Yeah, they should. If they would have put that damage on the Mew EX, I actually see a route where they could have won. They could have Adrenablaned, knockout Mew EX, and then like Drifloom, Regidrago V-Star. They need to knock out the active here. They got to knock out the active. Yeah, that was a kind of a misplay on their part. They should have put that 30 damage on the Mew EX because they already had the knockout. They didn't need to do that. They just wasted that 30 damage. Do we win with... Yeah, we do win with Hawlucha. Hawlucha for the win! Hawlucha for the win. All right. They definitely had a route to victory. They 100% did. They messed up whenever they didn't put that damage on the Mew EX, though. I could have used Thorton to turn it into like a Regidrago. That was definitely an option. But this is... They had kind of rough draws. They honestly did. It looked like they prized 2 Ralts as well. And they still like weren't like dead in the water. That's how strong Gardevoir is. I think it's a favorable matchup for us, but it's definitely a scary one. It's definitely a scary one. We can handle Bidoof. Oh, that was such a good top deck. All right. That was such a good top deck. It was honestly looking like a Squawkabilly type of hand. It still kind of is, honestly. I think we're going to do Squawkabilly. We haven't Squawkabilly too much today, but I think this is a Squawkabilly hand. It's a lot of resources, but I think it's going to be worth it. Perfect. Go ahead and grab the other Ogerpon, and I think we just pass. Gonna go ahead and play this, just in case they hit us with an Iono. We want to have as much energy over on a Regidrago V as possible. We could see 14 cards next turn. We could easily be taking 2 prizes next turn on single prize Pokemon here. See what our opponent's playing. Got a Bidoof. That could be a lot of different decks. Dragapult Charizard. They're about to find out that Regidrago V-Star is the better Dragapult deck. Minion. What are they going to grab here? Probably Arven. They got to play Timmyfoo in this deck. Timmyfoo. They need the energy attachment too. Prime Catcher with Hawlucha taking out their Charmander and Dragapult Dreepy would be kind of a game-winning play for next turn. Let's see if we can get there. I think we could get there. What do you guys think? I think we could get there. Yeah. All right, Rare Candy, Timmyfoo. Probably means they got a Charizard in hand. Ooh, they didn't play the Evo. Must not have had an anything. Hawlucha. Hawlucha top deck. Which means we take out the Charizard, right? They grabbed that Rare Candy for a reason. Do we need a Super Rod? Back our Mew? I don't think so. I don't think we need Mew. This is an interesting hand. I think we go ahead and grab out the other Regidrago, just so we're more likely to hit the Dragapult. We need to hit the Dragapult here. Legacy Star. Hit the Dragapult. We got the Prime Catcher too. The play I was talking about as a joke, we ended up getting, it looks like. We do need some energy though. We have 1, 2, 3. I think we could just grab Earthen Vessel and get there, right? Got Energy Switch in hand. I think we just take out the Dreepy and the Charmander here. Well, no. I think maybe, well, let's just take the Bidoof. I think that's the play. I think the Bidoof is okay. Unless we prized all of our grass energy here. We'll be fine. Whoop. Tried to put it on the Regidrago straight away. That would have been nice. I think we just hold the hand here. I don't think we need to do another Teal dance. I think we just hold the energy. But we definitely got to take out that Charmander. Immediate Phantom Dive with Regidrago VSTAR. As soon as we're able to attack with it, as soon as we're able to evolve into our Stage 1 Regidrago VSTAR, we have the attack. Just took out their Bidoof and their Charmander. Next turn, we're going to go after their Droopy. If we would have taken out the Droopy, it probably would have been a game over play, but I don't think they have it. And even if they do, they're going to need to be able to get another Charmander in play to be able to accelerate enough energy. There's a Dracloak, so they don't even have the rare candy play. Pidgey. Yeah, we're definitely taking Pidgey out. It's the reset stamp, which is fine. We're so set up that any 2 cards is fine. We got 2 really good cards. Wow. If I could have picked 2 cards, I don't know if there's a better combination than these 2. Maybe the Prime Catcher. Maybe. Yeah. See, this is the problem with playing Dragapult EX as a Stage 2 deck. It's clunky. It's so clunky. Regidrago VSTAR, we're attacking immediately. As soon as we're able to evolve, we're doing Phantom Dive. No rare candy, no evolving up, no TM Evo needed. Just straight into it. Oh, he attached the Forest Seal Stone to the Dracloak. He's going to quit. He's going to quit. That was a mistake. You can tell. You can tell that was a mistake. Oh, that's game. Oh, he made a big mistake there. I think let's just attack. Take out the Pidgey and leave him with the Lumineon. Oh, that feels bad. I feel bad for him. But this is what Regidrago VSTAR can do. It can just wipe your board very quickly. You have to play Hawlucha. If you have a Regidrago VSTAR build without Hawlucha, you're doing it wrong. All right. Yeah, I would have done the same thing, brother. I would have done the same thing there. There was literally nothing they could do. Run over by Dragapult with Regidrago VSTAR. They were using Dragapult. All right, 21-4 for the day. I think that's going to be it. Regidrago VSTAR is busted. Absolutely busted.